Hello, everybody. My name is Edward S. Redcar, and I'm the host of Edward S. Redcar's Entertainer Chat. And today I have the extreme honor and pleasure of interviewing Cate Fox. And welcome to the Kate, or welcome, yeah, easy for me to say. That'll go on my blooper reel. Uh, Welcome to the show, Kate, if I can get my words straight here. And and how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Ed. I appreciate you having me. This is such an honor.
Well, thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure for me as well. And I've been waiting so long to meet you virtually in person there after all our texts and emails and chats and everything. So, no, it's good to meet you. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun today. And let me just tell everybody about you before we get started. I noticed on your Instagram profile page that you mentioned being a model and an artist, a UV artist and designer in contemporary art, and your work is on the canvas and wearable items and in installations. And besides your Instagram uh, name, at underbar Kate underbar Fox. You also have a new Instagram page. It's called at underbar Aura AURA underbar artist, and that's an Instagram page totally devoted to all your artwork and new creations. And I also read that you are one of the most respected visionary artists in the community, and you've shared the same art spaces with all the visionary top names appearing at festivals across the globe. And your artwork is on permanent display at the groundbreaking Meow Wolf in New Mexico and Las Vegas. So, that all being said, there's a question that a first question that I kind of tailor to each of my guests, whether they're uh, uh, actor, painter, dancer, whatever kind of performer. And I'll pose that first question to you. So, how did you become interested in becoming an artist?
Uh, well, again, thank you so much, Ed. I'm very honored for your interview and to be here with you and to meet you. Um, when I was a kid, I used to love to draw and to paint. But over the years, I think I just forgot that I like to do it. And I began doing digital art in about 2015. And since then, uh, like you said, I was in Meow Wolf, and that was such an honor. I haven't been there yet, but I really look forward to it.
Mhm.
Some of my most inspiring favorite artists, Alex Gray, and Allison Gray, they um, they have Cosm, which is in New York. It's an art museum. It's really beautiful, and I highly recommend people to go there. It's a gorgeous place to be inspired uh, for art and any other music.
So, once you became or you realized that you liked being an artist, uh, I don't know. Can you kind of think back and maybe say pinpoint what was the spark? What was it that that sparked you? You know, that ignited your passion? Was there like any one specific time, or was it like a group of different things that happened that you said, "Well, that's all. No doubt about it. I want to be an artist, you know, for the rest of my life."
Yeah, again, that was seeing Alex Gray's artwork. It was so inspiring to me just to look and to see that immense amount of detail in such
Hmm.
a small piece of artwork. I was just blown away, and it inspired me to just pick up the paintbrush.
Right, right. I know with myself, like, I like to act and I like to write and things like that. And it's like the thing that gave me the spark. I was about 12 or 13, and, it was one of those small, like grade school plays or something. And it's like, you're up there on stage and you start to get feedback, from the audience and everything. And it's like, hey, this is like pretty neat. They like what I do, so it's like maybe I'll keep doing this for the rest of my for the rest of my life. And writing, like in grade school, that started early on too. And a teacher would maybe give you a writing assignment or a composition, and it's like. First it's like, oh, geez, we have to do a composition and hand it into to tomorrow. But it's like after a while, I sort of got into the rhythm and the routine of it. And it's like, hey, it's like this writing thing is pretty neat, and like pretty soon, it's like uh it sort of flowed out of me, you get sort of like a momentum, which you probably do with your painting. You get an inspiration, right? And you run with it, right?
Absolutely. Also, the paintbrush on the canvas is very meditative to me. That's a big part of it too. I go into full meditation when I'm painting.
Oh, really?
It,
That's interesting. Wow. Yeah.
it's very relaxing for me.
Uh-huh. So it's like you're almost like transported like into another uh I don't know, world or dimension, and it's sort of like a Zen experience for you, like another
Exactly.
level. Or
It's very transcendent. I'm able to fully relax and just kind of let my creativity take me where it's going to take me.
Okay, okay.
When I go into an art piece, I don't normally have any kind of plan. It's that first stroke, and then everything just builds
That's
upon that.
I think that's the best way to do it. I know I've heard, like a lot of people that, experts in the acting field, and they say that they are always, approached by maybe more inexperienced artists. And it's like, well, geez, how do you approach acting? Do you use the method, or do you use this or that? Some of them just say, they go in there like you do, figuratively. They'll go on stage with like a blank canvas, and it's just like see what happens, be themselves, and don't think too much about what they're going to say, but like just let it flow. So I think, in my opinion, I think that sort of transcends all different kind of artistry, right? Painting, acting. Um,
Exactly. Yeah, it's all the same. It's that finding that place within yourself. The creativity is your source of energy and helps you get your message out into the world.
And I think that's the most important part, because it's like, uh, at least the way that I feel, that there's like a reason, why I do what I do, whether it's writing or acting or, hosting the show and, talking to, my many guests, like you. And it's like, well, there must be a reason for this. Maybe I'm not aware of what the reason is yet. I have a good idea, but I don't know. The way that I see it, being an artist, it's just a good feeling, right? You just get like a good, contented feeling because you feel that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in life, right? Or something like that.
Yes, and helping to inspire other people, even if it's just showing them a beautiful image or uh, creating a shirt that people can wear where they feel just lit up for the night.
Right. We feel lit up, and we want other people to feel lit up too, right? We want them to feel like the energy and the passion that we have, right? Something like
Exactly.
that. Something like that. So once you realize that art was your thing in your life, um, I've read that you have like an innovative approach to art, and you like work with a lot of different mediums, and The term was explore the intersection of like emotion, energy, and aesthetics. So, um, a little bit later, we'll get into like your newest endeavor, your painting and all that. But just like for now, maybe things that maybe you've done in the past, with your artwork. If you could describe like the different mediums that you use in your artistic creations, and what inspires you to use the different mediums in all of your different projects?
Absolutely. One of the biggest ones I started out using was doing digital art, creating these immersive worlds in a digital space. And pardon me. Uh, Now I use them to paint as reference.
Okay, okay. So it's like you're constantly like going back to some things that you did before and see like if you can recreate that or if you can like modify or expand on that to make like something new. I mean, if that's I mean if that's what your like motivation is to like constantly keep, I don't know if you want to call it like evolving or
Yes, actually, absolutely. I feel like digital art is a beautiful way to create the image that you want to create. Um, and then you can use the tools that you have there to, I'm so sorry.
no, that's all right. That's okay.
Uh,
Take a drink to wet your whistle. I do every once in a while. Whenever I feel that kind of that frog kind of trying to crawl up over here, but no, go ahead. You're fine.
oh yeah, and so I use it for inspiration, to build the scene, and then I can paint it on the canvas.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's like uh, was the like the digital realm of your artwork, was that more or less like mainstream by the time you started exploring that, or was it something new, like they say, was it something new on the scene, or what was it like already established? I mean, digitally.
Yeah, digital art was pretty new when I started doing it. I
Okay.
used Photoshop originally and Illustrator, and those were really, really helpful tools. And then when AI came around, that
Okay.
helped me on that digital platform as
Oh yeah. Wow. Now that's going to open up a whole can of worms, right? AI. There's a lot of fors and against it, right?
Absolutely. And I totally understand all sides of that because while I respect AI for helping to inspire, I feel like it's one of those things where people either like it or they hate it.
That's right. That's right. I mean, for whatever reason, like now I'm getting a frog. Um, yeah, like you say, some people more than others may or may not like it more or whatever. So like in the acting world, when AI first surfaced, whenever it surfaced, a lot of people, like in the acting profession, weren't too sure about it because they said, well, geez, with AI, they can create. Um, they can create images that look just like a person, and will it be hard to tell like the reality from the like the creative, the AI? So the I guess there's still a lot of controversy in that today. It's like the jury's still out on that, as they say. A lot of people for it, a lot of people against it, but like your artwork, that can uh, really like speed up the process a little bit for you to make it like more streamlined? Is that like a fair assessment of that?
I use it as a tool mostly. I
Okay.
think that's the best way to use AI as a tool and not rely
Right.
upon it.
Yeah, yeah. I know one time, one film festival that I attended, they had different workshops, and one workshop was discussing like a certain category of AI, if you want to call it a category of AI. They were referring to the writing, say if you're writing uh, like a screenplay, or if you're like a playwright, that it's like this one certain software, I won't mention any names, it's like you could plug your ideas into it, and then it would sort of create a product for you, like a script or something like that. Uh, so it's like you could give it like the general outline of what you wanted to say, whether it was a script or directions that maybe like an AD would need to distribute, to people on the set or something like that. I saw that as like an aid, like you said, that like a tool. Um, I, in my opinion, it's not uh, like good to like totally rely on it, because I think that it would like remove the creative process, right? Unless you, like you said, you use it as a tool to aid you, not like to take over totally
Yeah,
what you want to do, right?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like a whole discussion about it. It took about an hour, and they explained it, and they showed the software on the screen and everything. And I thought it was a good tool to use, like as an aid to kind of help things come along. And, you could kind of tweak it here and there and put like your own spin on things instead of like totally relying on I don't know if you want to call it robotics or whatever like that, but no, AI and the digital realm, that can be very beneficial to an artist, as long as I guess they don't uh, let it think for them, something like that. But so you have all these different mediums that you work with for your artwork. So when I first introduced you into the show, I mentioned that your artwork is at the Meow Wolf, and so along those lines. Um, are there any other artistic venues where your artwork is? I mean, besides the ones like in New Mexico and Las Vegas, or where the artwork is or will be on display besides those two venues? And if it isn't on display yet, at any other venues, where would you like your artwork displayed, and why?
Well, one place where I had it displayed was at the Biohacker event, Biohacker Summit event, which was in Finland
Oh,
two
really?
years,
Wow.
and, and also in Amsterdam.
Okay, okay. I was to Amsterdam for the first time last year, and that was quite an experience. I'd have to say that I felt comfortable there, not only getting familiar with the culture and the people and everything, but I found that the weather was similar to the weather that we both have here in New York State, right? I mean, I mean, I don't know what time of year you went, but I went, I think it was last September, like fall, autumn. So, um, yeah, um, I, I don't know what time of year you went, but did you feel like the same way, that it was sort of like the same climate as like what we're used to?
I did for there, and when I was in Finland, I
Okay.
did realize that daytime. It was like daylight at nighttime when it
Right,
happened.
right, because they're so far north, right towards the Arctic Circle there. But so then, like Amsterdam and Finland, those are like the two other venues that you have your work displayed at those two.
They were displayed for the events, but it is on permanent display at Meow in Las Vegas.
Okay, okay. So I don't know. This is sort of like an offshoot of that question. So how, like um, for those two venues for Meowworks, uh, how uh, how did you become familiar, with those places? Someone you knew, or maybe uh, you heard about the venues, and that kind of struck an interest in you, and like pursuing having it displayed there.
Yeah, I was Facebook with one of the people who founded Meow
Oh, okay, okay.
and they said, we would love to have your art in one of our displays at our new Meow Wolf in Las Vegas. And I was super duper excited.
No, I know I would be if somebody approached me and say, hey, I like what you do. Would you like to display it and things like that? So that probably created like more of a following for you, right? Now that it was like out there and your talent was like in demand, that people wanted to see your talent. So that must have helped your social media numbers go up, right? I would
Uh,
think.
uh, it, it definitely helped. And, my artwork was also at Burning Man one year too.
Oh,
A big festival.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Uh, uh, like besides the ones in like Amsterdam and Finland, do you plan on attending any other like festivals for that, like either here or abroad, say like in the near future?
Yeah, there's a few festivals I would really like to go to. There's Electric Forest. I've always heard was really cool.
Okay, okay. Those are like all specifically like artwork festivals, like film festivals are exclusively film. So there's actually festivals that are exclusively for artwork.
Well, for music festivals, but
Oh, for me.
they have a lot of artwork everywhere.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Well, maybe film festivals would be another opportunity, right? To display your artwork at different film festivals adjacent to like film festival posters, right? Kind of sneak your artwork in there next to the film festival posters somehow, or
Absolutely, I would love to do something like that.
because
That's
I
really
mean.
one of my goals is to go to some film festivals.
Yeah, because I mean there are like thousands and thousands of film festivals. Uh, I mean I've submitted to film festivals before, and it's like you get this that filmfreeway.com website to like submit to film festivals, and it's like my gosh, it's like the list like goes on and on and on. It's like every state in the US, I don't know how many each state has. And then, you submit to film festivals abroad, like the like the music festivals that you submitted to. So, yeah, to me, in my opinion, I think that would be a definite possibility for you to even expand your viewership for your artwork, just say, hey, I noticed you got all these uh, film festival posters at film festivals. That's all well and good, but my artwork's better than those film posters, right? Sort of, kind of slide it in that way. Hey,
Good.
you never. Uh, I go to film festivals, not only like when I screen, my films. I go there to make new friends, to network, to expand. Uh, a lot of times at film festivals, uh, I get a lot of future talk show guests. So uh, I would say uh, try it, right? It's like it can't hurt, right? Just say, hey, you want me to display some of my artwork here and there, and then you get to meet more and more people. Then, if they approve displaying your artwork there, then you can talk to people that are looking at your artwork and say, "Oh, hello, hey, I'm, Kate Fox, and I did this and that," and they can, they can say, "Oh, really? I love your work," and I mean, it can just expand from there. So, food for thought, just food for thought.
Well, I like that food for thought.
You like that kind of food. That's good food. Um, let's see. Before I get on track, or before I get off track and start talking too much about things on a spur here. Um, let's see. I asked you about the Meow Wolf venues, and then next here. Um, now we can get into your new artwork, your new type of artwork. And I mentioned um, when we first started that you have a new Instagram page featuring your artwork at underbar aura underbar artist, and that's where all your new artwork is displayed. So um, when we were talking before the interview, when we were or chatting earlier today before your interview, you mentioned to me that you're a full-time or full-time painter now, and I also noticed in your Instagram posts that you do a lot of like original acrylic painting on shirts, footwear, and in UV black light shirt and skirt designs, and also on canvas, acrylic on canvas. So that got me to thinking. Now, what was your motivation for becoming a full-time painter uh, um in that area of art, acrylic, UV, black light, clothing, and canvas, and and why did you want to exclusively focus on painting like right now at this stage?
I the first time I picked up a paintbrush was actually not very long ago, just a couple months ago. Uh,
I remember that post, and it was like the very first one, right? Not too long ago. I remember that one, yeah.
yeah, it the moment I put it down on some fabric or on a canvas, I realized that I loved it so much. I just want to do it all the time.
No, I mean, that is quite like innovative. I mean, I've seen things say like if you attend an event and they have like after hours events after the event, like sometimes they'll have festivities or a party and you walk in there and it's like all black lights and things are lit up. And no, I mean, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that. I mean, that's really cool. And when I saw that, let's see, what was it? A couple of uh, or one pair of sneakers you did up like that with the sort of like the black light UV, something like that, wasn't it?
Yes, I like creating each art piece so it's multi-dimensional.
Uh-huh.
So daylight it looks different, and then at night it's a totally different art piece.
Yeah, right, right. And I thought that what was cool is like you even put it on clothing, and it's like I don't know if I ever saw that before. I mean, that's really cool and innovative. I don't know if I don't know if it's ever been done before. If it has, I don't know. But that would, that would be so cool, like to throw a party and to have everybody wearing those black those black light shirts and whatever and sneaks or something and I don't know, like turn off the lights and see how the whole place looks or something. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. Not
Well, I
necessarily
love that idea.
not necessarily giving you ideas for a party, but I know it's just something that like popped up into my head. So I don't know if you have any thoughts or anything to add to that, or say, Ed, you're going too far, shut up or something. But I don't know. What do you think about that? I
Oh,
don't
no, it's a really good idea. I love it.
know.
I yeah, I just started. I was like, what can I paint on? I'm like, I'll paint on my own clothes.
Right, right. Well, you've got something on the blouse you're wearing now, right? That's
Yes,
yours.
one of my paintings.
Okay, okay. So that's one of those black light things too, right? So if you turn off the light, it's gonna like glow.
Yeah, this one actually has three stages. It has a different view in the daytime, a different view under black light, and then it actually glows in the dark as well.
Oh, wow. So like wearing something like that, you don't necessarily need any aid like a black light to light it up. If you turn all the lights out, it's just gonna pop, right? Just
This
gonna
one does, yes.
wow, wow.
Some
Uh,
some of them have different levels of black light. Like I'll do some half black light, but this one actually has totally glow in the dark.
okay, wow. So I mean I'm not um I'm good at paint I'm good at drawing stick people like most people are. I mean I'm not an artist in that realm of expertise like you are, but or like familiar with any of like the materials or anything, but uh they actually sell material like paints that do that, like what you just described, either glow in the dark or glow like with the aid of a UV or like black light. They actually sell different kinds of those.
Tons of different kinds.
Oh, okay. Well, geez, I better
Some
go in I better go in an art store more, you know. It's like I'm totally but no, but I mean, it's fascinating. You know, I mean, it's fascinating to people that don't know about that. And uh, I don't know. I just came up with another idea, take it or leave it, or it's just for conversation, like I was saying about the party with the glow in the dark clothes and everything like that. How about would it be, say, just as effective if you had like during the summer? Say like all the stars are out at night, right? No clouds, all the stars are out, and you had a party outside at night, and then at one point, you'd ask all the guests uh, uh, to come wearing all of those uh, like acrylic paint or something on their clothing, which of course you would have sold to them already, I would have imagined, and have a party like that, and then say like in the backyard or whatever, and then turn all the lights off, and then the party would take on like a new meaning because everybody would be glowing outside under the stars.
That's beautiful.
I'll
I
I'll
just
I'll, I'll drop the mic on that one.
it's beautiful.
You know what gave me that idea? What gave me that idea is when I mentioned to you before that you had that video. I think that was before we started recording. But anyway, everybody out there in Zoom land, Kate and I were talking before I started the interview, and I was mentioning to her that I saw her post when she was outside of her home in her backyard, and she had the camera in the window pointing outdoors, and she was like out in the snow. So imagine that area that you were in the snow, but transformed to the summertime with the stars above and everybody wearing those glow in the dark clothes. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's a beautiful vision. I
Okay,
love it.
thank you. So whether or not you use it, I'll leave the ball in your court right now. But I just had to get it out there. That's all. So so
Well, you have to come to it.
okay, okay. Sure, sure. Send me an invitation card with an RSVP, and like they say, I'll be there with bells on. So yeah.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Before I go too far off the track here, I've got to stick to my interview question cheat sheet here. So, after all that's been said and done about your new venture with acrylic and all that, um, besides what you're doing now with your acrylic, and it's brand new, and you're just exploring all the possibility with that. Beyond that, do you have like any future projects that you would like to explore beyond what you're doing now or after what the new thing that you're doing now?
Um, well, I guess I haven't thought that too far ahead of my
Okay.
thinking, but
Well, it's okay to say no.
yeah,
It's
no.
okay to say, Ed, no, I do not have anything right now, you know.
No,
If you don't have
nothing,
anything, it's okay. It's okay.
nothing currently.
Okay. Okay. That was easy, right? That was easy, right? Just say no. Okay. Now I'll go on to my now I'll go on to my last question here. So, my last question is, um, you've got a lot of experience in what you've been doing with your artwork and, everything else. So, what's your best advice to others? I mean, since you've got so much going on with your life, with your, professional work and, private life, family, and everything like that, what is your best advice to others to balance their own artistic career pursuits and that of owning and operating your own business, such as you are with your painting and artwork and everything? What's your best advice to them?
I would say always make time for your creativity. It's your healing time. It's your time to focus on yourself and healing and helping to heal others. So make sure to make time for your art.
That
Whether it's dancing, music, whatever sparks your interest.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I think that would go just about like for anything, like being, a talented painter like you are, or an actor, a musician or whatever. It's like uh, we've all got a million things to do. And one job that I had one time. Like sometimes, when you're working, and so, you have so many things on your plate to do at work, and then say like a supervisor or something comes over and say, "Oh, can you do this for me?" So, you say, "Well, geez, I'm swamped. I got a million things to do." And one supervisor once says to me, he says, "Well," he says, "now you have 1,000,001 to do." So. But I digress. But anyway, it's like, yeah, we've all got so many things that occupy our time, family, career, and everything. And yeah, it's nice to kind of step back and uh, yeah, do the artistry for yourself, like you were saying, your painting. Make time for that. I don't know how you feel, but it seems like life is like 90%, and a lot of times, like our artistry is like only 10%, right? Or um, I don't know if
I
you
would
have the
agree.
same outlook, but sometimes that's the way, it seems to me.
Yeah, and it's such a healing thing to do our artwork, so it's very beneficial to make more of a percentage in our life.
That's right. That's right. And I don't know. I think that maybe say like people that are just getting like into the artistry profession, acting, painting, or whatever. Yeah, I think it's good for them to know that sooner or later, like they say, life takes a life of its own on its own, and has a way of getting away from each one of us like that. And yeah, it's a good thing to remember that. And also, it's like I've often heard, it's like remember. why you first got into what you're doing today, what created the spark, and it's like um, I think a lot of times maybe it reverts to like when we first received the passion, like as a child. So I don't know how you feel about this, but it's sort of like you sort of have to. Uh, Part of you has to have like a childlike mentality. I mean, to keep the passion going. I don't know if you see that. I mean, in the same way or not.
Absolutely. Every time I create art, I feel my inner child coming out. So
Right?
it's amazing.
Right. I once took a workshop, an online acting workshop, and so they were trying to teach us, like with acting, like how to try to get in character and things like that. And this is one thing I never forgot. They were saying the time when you're like uh, people are maybe at their peak of their imagination is like when they're 10 years old. It's like it's almost the end of the kid years, but it's kind of a few years before the teen years, when we're teens and we think we know everything, something like that. So they were saying that they gave us an exercise. They says, picture yourself as 10 years old and you're walking through the front door of your childhood home. You walk through the door, you're in the living room. You walk through the living room, you get to the dining room. Then you go to the kitchen, and it's like that sort of is supposed to calm you down to sort of let your childlike emotions like come to the top, like the cream that rises to the top, like that. And I never forgot that about remembering the child that is like way buried way back here, So, but um, my thought
That's
for the day.
beautiful. That's truly beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, thank you. My thought to the to for the day, whatever it's worth. I thought I'd hit it out there and see if it lands anywhere. So thank you. I'm glad that it landed in your thoughts. Thank you for that. So I mean, with all that said, um, it's really been a pleasure to meet you in person, Cate. Though even though virtually. First time that we've spoken face to face like this, other than emails, texts, and whatever. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you, to get to know you a little bit, and in the time that we've all had together, you, I, my audience out there, to get to know. Um, uh, I usually like to get to know a little bit about. I call it like the person behind the personality, like whatever kind of profession or ever. So I would just like to say thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure to have you on my show today.
Thank you so much, Ed. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure to meet you and to speak with you and your audience. I'm completely grateful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for your nice words, and yeah, I wish you all the best and all the success in your new artwork endeavor or any endeavors or goals that you have in the future, beyond this, and to have an absolutely awesome day, and you, my audience, as well. I hope that you have an awesome day today as well. And we have been speaking with Cate Fox, and as I mentioned at the top of the show, she's a model and artist, UV artist and designer, also in contemporary art. And her work is on canvas, wearable items, and in installations. She has her traditional website, Cate Fox, and her new artistic website or artist, and those will both be in the credits at the end of the show. So you'll have all the information in case you want to contact Cate for any artwork that you might be interested in seeing from the post that she displays. And yeah, she's also one of the most respected visionary artists in the community. And we've mentioned that she's shared the same art spaces with all the visionary top names, appearing at festivals across the globe. And she mentioned both Amsterdam in Finland, festivals there, and her artwork on permanent display at the groundbreaking Meow Wolf in New Mexico and Las Vegas. So, with all that said, I'm glad all of you could attend today. So, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave some comments below here on the YouTube channel. We certainly appreciate them. And I wish all of you to have a good day. And we will see you next time. And so long.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Bye.
My pleasure.